Well, hello, my friends. I did a video about the last ARG in the newsletter that came out a few weeks ago, but now that there's one final newsletter before the new chapters tomorrow, I thought I'd do like one final overview video, kind of like what some YouTubers do. Deltarune chapters 3 and 4, the release newsletter. The final newsletter before the release tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Deltarune chapters 1 to 4 are almost out on PC, Mac, Switch, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5. Check Deltarune.com for more information on the exact time for release. It's gonna come out on Switch 2 at midnight for your respective region, which, I mean, hey, I know there's an exclusive room for the Switch 2, but I'm not sure if anything else is changing yet, but it's gonna be exciting to see that regardless. Spoilers! This thumbnail is just... Tell me, what are we doing, man? 2 points of advice around spoilers. If you're worried about seeing spoilers, try to refrain from using social media or video websites until you have sufficiently completed the game. Due to current media algorithms, if you're a big fan of the game, it's likely spoilers will be recommended to you no matter where you go. If you use social media and you know you have followers that don't want to be spoiled, think about how you post what you do. And that's a fair thing. I think my thumbnails after the stream I'm doing tomorrow will probably have like some censoring, like blurs or like question marks over it, but we'll see when the time gets there because it hasn't happened yet. One thing I can say will stop people from trying to be first to show everything off, so please just do your best to protect yourself. Just be ready. Even before the game comes out in your region, the New Zealanders who get the game 3 hours earlier are probably going to come up directly to your house and start taping thumbnails of Deltarune Chapter 3 to 4 all boss compilation to the outside your windows. They might have already been doing that. I mean... Oh, my window. Oh my gosh. I just popped my window, guys. Hold on. Give me a second. That being said, please don't rush us through the game. Just relax and enjoy at your own pace. At the very least, I personally recommend taking a break between chapters. Soundtrack. The soundtrack will be released and available on Bandcamp and Steam. It will be available on other platforms, but not immediately after release. I'm sure you'll be able to find it after a couple days. Even if you use other platforms, I recommend buying the soundtrack on Steam. I'll be updating the soundtrack every new time the chapter comes out, so it'll be a really good deal. One warning, if you care about spoilers, don't read the track names until after you finish the game. I believe this is referencing to the stuff around both this page, and there was apparently a leak around some titles being shown up, which I have not seen, thankfully, because I censored the words, but if you're on Twitter, I would recommend you mute soundtrack and OST, because that'll probably show up without you realizing it on your own timeline, and that might be a big spoiler for you, depending on what the soundtrack is actually called, but we haven't seen it yet, so we don't know what exactly it is. But if you do know, don't say anything, because I'll get really mad. Bugs. What the heck's happening to Spamton? That's awesome. I'm sure it's unlikely that any of the tens of thousands of people playing my game for over hundreds of thousands of hours will have found any bugs. That being said, if the game crashes or the game reaches a point where it's not possible for you to progress, please email deltarunefangamer.com to report any issues and keep an eye on the FreeCrash page in the coming weeks, as we'll be posting any known issues that are at the top of the page. Patches. Last week, we made some minor last-minute changes to fix up the game one last time before release. Because patches for Nintendo platforms require a different timescale, Nintendo Switch and Nintendo 2 will not initially have those changes. Therefore, there may be some extremely minor differences on that version. Examples: the instructions for Act in Chapter 4 will not appear, a certain optional event may inactivate under unintended circumstances, etc. We will try to address any issues that arise after release as fast as we can. Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 will take a bit longer to update other than platforms, so please understand. FAQs. Complete the FAQ section of the website the other day with your few more questions, including new info about how to import your save data, look for questions, and say new here. Okay. Thank you? I like this art a lot. Over the past few years, countless times I've written out my thoughts on them, on how I think they'll be received, on how they'll feel compared to Chapter 1 and 2, on what to expect, but you know, it's fine. It is what it is, you'll figure it out. So if you're reading this, let me just say, thanks for all your support. Without people like you, I would never have been able to make this game a reality. Of course, at this point, I'll make the game regardless of whether anyone cares or not, but it's more fun to share with you. So thanks, I hope you have a good time. Oh, Toby, that's nice. You know, it feels really weird to actually say Deltarune tomorrow. I've been thinking about that all day, and I'm just very excited for this release. I was very excited for Chapter 2 when it first came out, but comparing that to now, so much has changed since, to where it's like, it means a lot more to me. So I'm really looking forward to making more memories and having a great time with you guys. So make sure, if you haven't, the stream tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern is going to go live for it. So set reminders, leave a like on it, and if you enjoyed the video, you know, leave a like and comment on this one. But with that being said, I'm gonna head out, subscribe if you're new, turn the bell on, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow. With Deltarune, goodbye!